everybody, my name is Starrapter and welcome to the channel. This is week number 22 of the War of the Bounty Hunters epic Marvel crossover. We have two issues to talk about this week. The first one is a one-shot, and this is IG-88 issue number 1. So we got a whole story that's focused on this killer assassin droid. So last we left off with this character, he was killed off by Vader after Slymore had put a bounty on Vader and had IG-88 go and try to assassinate Vader, but unfortunately IG-88 just doesn't have the technical know-how to deal with a Force user and doesn't compute for the robot to do that sort of thing, right? They go by logic and technical specs, and well, Force magic, it's not there for it to compute, so it got killed. So we leave off, we're on this planet, we pick up, and he's on this junk planet, and he is resuscitated by this cyborg named RB919, and he was given the task by none other than Diva Lompop, who has been the constant throughout all these one-shots. She's working for Crimson Dawn and wants to revive him for a mission for Crimson Dawn to go ahead and take back Han Solo and Carbonite from Boba Fett, and this is after the events of War of the Bounty Hunters issue number 5. So there we have IG-88. He's resuscitated. He's thinking about like back and being sliced by Vader, and the guy that put him back together, R9 or RB919, has these aspirations of when he's done with the mission for Boba Fett, he's going to work together with IG-88 because he's got such a great reputation. He's going to make it good with this droid. And well, IG-88 says, hey, I got to figure out how good you calibrated my systems. I'm going to kill you now. And he basically just blasts this guy. Poor guy had all these aspirations and he's dead in seconds. And then IG-88 does his mission. He's going to go hunt down Boba Fett. Ends up on Tatooine where he sneaks onto Boba Fett's ship. He's so close to Han Solo and Carbonite. Boba Fett returns to the ship, and there's this duel, and Boba Fett is able to shoot this carbonite tube to basically freeze IG-88. He kicks him out of the ship and leaves him. He doesn't kill him. He just leaves IG-88 there to thaw out on Tatooine, which probably doesn't take very long with how hot that planet is. And we see IG-88 returning to that junk planet and kind of claiming that, hey, he's his own free will now. He's not attached to Crimson Dawn. He failed his mission in getting Han Solo and Carbonite back, so he's going to kind of just do his own thing. So there's a confirmation right now. IG-88 could appear in any stories after the events of Empire Strikes Back, so that's pretty cool there. I'm hoping we see him in Crimson Reign or the Hidden Empire comic miniseries that are also being written by Charles Soule, so we'll see what happens there. Something I thought was pretty interesting is that we see Boba Fett, when he's going through the different memory banks of IG-88, is remembering, he sees Boba Fett, I think it's from the Clone Wars, with that kind of style armor. I thought that was pretty neat. I also think it's very suspicious that we see IG-88 on this drunk planet. It's not named. Usually they name every single planet that they go to in these Star Wars comics, but they left it ambiguous. I believe that is Ord Mantell. I believe that they're trying to draw a line of recognition to Shadows of the Empire from 1996. So I think that'd be pretty cool if that was a little kind of nod to, hey, you Shadows of the Empire fans, you might know this as that train level when Dash Rendar was going around trying to find Boba Fett and runs into the IG-88 boss fight. So there you go. Pretty cool issue. This really just gets me to believe that IG-88 is back, right? This is the IG-88 story we wanted. It's just him going around fighting bounty hunters like Boba Fett. Just badass stuff from IG-88. Next up, we have Darth Vader issue number 17, Just Rewards. So this is kind of intermingling with War of the Bounty Hunters issue number 5 a little bit. We get a lot more from Ochi and a lot more from Slymore. Ochi's at Slymore's throat. Then they come to an agreement that, hey, you know, Vader's in trouble. The Hutt Armada is going to go and get Han Solo and Carbonite. They both know that Vader wants Han Solo and Carbonite for a very specific reason. So this issue then gets into the moment where Vader's ordered by Palpatine to go and kill the Hutt Council. They want to make a show of this. They want to send in the Enforcer of the Dark Side, Darth Vader himself. So we see this glorious scene of Jabba, or not Jabba, but Boku the Hutt and all the other Hutts on the council. Jabba's not there, slicing off their arms, just impaling Boku, and just betrayal and all this crazy Sith dark side stuff, which is just fantastic. By the end of this issue, it's basically Vader's orders now by Palpatine to say, hey, look, you have to root out all these spies and these moles in the Empire that are working for Crimson Dawn. Emperor's aware of this and wants Vader to be that guy that's going to just get him out and just kill him. So he's given a task force. He also gives Ochi to go and report back to his assassin buddies to help him out a little bit. So as Ochi goes back there, the assassin pals say, hey, look, we got a really cool thing to show you. They show him that none other than Qi'ra is actually being held prisoner by these assassins. So what does Ochi do? He turns around and shoots them all in the head. He shoots all his assassin buddies in the head, frees Qi'ra, and pledges his allegiance to Qi'ra of the Crimson Dawn. So yes, Ochi of Bestoon has now betrayed Vader, and when Vader finds this out, it's going to be very, very interesting, although we know that Ochi survives, right? Because we see him in Rise of Skywalker in a flashback. But it's still neat to see that Ochi of Bestoon has been one of the best things about these Darth Vader comics. Seeing him in that previous arc coming into Mustafar to hunt down Vader, befriending Vader to a certain point of time until now, he's had second thoughts. So it's going to be very cool to see this character continue on. We're going to have a novel about him called Shadow of the Sith coming out next year. So a lot with Ochi of Bestoon. I'm very happy with that. And it was cool seeing Sly more and seeing about how she was in shackles. Like basically Ochi just ratted on her to the Emperor, and she's not in good favor for Grand Vizier and the Emperor as well. So great stuff here. Again, seeing from a different perspective, and I'm very excited to see where this Darth Vader series goes in the future. So that's going to do it for my reviews for this week for War of the Bounty Hunters. This was week number 22. We got one more week. We got Star Wars and Bounty Hunters, and the whole crossover is going to be wrapped up for the first week of November. So what do you guys think of these comments? Let me know in the comment section down below. For more on Star Wars content, you're already in the right place. Just go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. That way you'll be alerted when new videos go up. You can also listen to my weekly Star Wars podcast, which is Outer Rim Transmission. You can search that on any of your podcast platforms, or you can watch it here where we go live every 9 o'clock on every Friday. There you go. That's going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also included 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.